This is beep time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Oh, hello, boys and girls. Welcome once again. It is yet another Behind the Jeans. 'Tis I, Josh Potter, with you once again. And I do want to welcome not only the poors at home who are watching along for free, but those in the Stink Portal, obviously. If you want to join us in the chat, you got to make sure you're a YouTube member. Get a membership, or if perchance you're feeling lucky and maybe one of the fine folks already in the Stink Portal who are members, they're feeling charitable today, they could very well gift you a membership. Make sure you have those tabs opened up and you can get gifted a membership. Welcome to Aaron Hartshorn, who is a new member. Got her today, got him today, excuse me, not her. It's a boy Aaron with the A's. Usually the A's are boy Aaron, but I have actually seen girls with the A's too. Behind the Jeans Show at gmail.com. That is where you can send things in. You can let us know if there's anything you want us to discuss. If there's a video that you find on the internet that you go, hey, I don't even know if the mommies have seen this. I would like to get it out there. Behind the Jeans Show at gmail.com. Lots to discuss today, and I know we teased it on social media things, but I think we have a couple of people who could potentially be cool guys in the future, almost like a cool guy American Idol coming up, or maybe even a cool guy Kill Tony. We'll see a minute of each of them, and we'll see who can be a cool guy. But we've got a couple of those. We'll wait till later in the program to get into those. Again, if you want to, if you come across any, and you want to maybe do an audition for them, Behind the Jeans Show at gmail.com. This weekend I'm going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone with Annie Letterman. Go over to their website, get tickets. You can go to my website as well, thejoshpotter.com. But we are going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina together this weekend, starting on Friday. What else is going on in the world? Oh boy, hold on. $1.99 from Queers for Getting Stoned in Gaza. Please do not use gendered language. I'm sorry, Queers for Getting Stoned in Gaza. My apologies for using gendered language. I shouldn't have assumed anything about Aaron with their A's on their name. It's 2025, Amber. You can be a guy. Exactly, fucking Bobby. Oh boy. Josh, have you met Tom's mom? I have indeed. We did a whole episode last week about Tom's mom, Charo. Go back and check that out if you haven't already seen it. That one up on the old YouTube channel for replay. All the shows go up for replay the next day. by the way, if you miss ever the stream live, you can get the replays on all the various things. But go check that out if you haven't already. And welcome, Aaron. Welcome indeed. I think cool guys are their own gender. I think so too. We have so many things, though. And I wanted to start out with something that I saw a promo for earlier in the week. Obviously, usually Two Bears, One Cave comes out every Monday morning. And usually we get the promos the day it comes out. But a bit of a tease came through regarding Druski. And it was about him storming off the set. And people were asking me right out of the gate, is this a work? Is this real? I had no idea. I saw it just when you saw it. And so I hadn't the slightest idea if this is a work or if this was real. I tried to do my little what's the word? Like almost like a little mole. I'm trying to get around there, trying to figure things out. But I am not aware either of one way or the other. I figured we can watch together and decipher it. I have a theory on it. But first, we'll watch it. Welcome, Anna Duff, a new member. I'm not going to try to decide your gender or assume it. But welcome to Anna Duff. Investigating indeed, little boner. I've done try to do a little investigating. Didn't yield much. No one was exactly sleuthing, another great word for it. I'm glad you guys are like my thesaurus in the stink portal today. But why don't we watch and see and figure it out for ourselves? Get to know everybody.
So you got to really go out on like 18 days.
Here's Druski with Tom on Two Bears, One Cave, and they start talking Dookie shoots, which are beeholes. I thought Dookie shoots was something Danny Brown invented for like the for jail. I thought it was a jail invention. Not that he invented, but that he basically educated us on. I thought the Dookie, but that is like, I thought that was a thing where they spray the shit on people. Remember that? He was talking about that. I forget what those were called, but I thought at first those were Dookie shoots. I thought they were referencing that. No. They're referencing your butthole. Let's go.
Dates? Yeah, we did a lot of different dates.
And do you kick people too, or you're like
no. There's eliminations every night for sure.
Okay.
That's the Dookie. That's hold on a second. Hold on a second. Thank you, Cougar. Dookie Glock. My apologies. The Glock Dookie queers for Gwinning Stone in Gaza. By the way, welcome, Richard Ford. Welcome to Richard Ford to the Stink Portal. Welcome, my friend. Let's keep going. So Dookie shoots buttholes. Dookie Glock, what you use to weaponize your feces in jail. Okay.
Like we actually had some.
And none of these chicks were like, "Let me drain your nuts and keep me out for a day."
You'll
like
drain.
Play with my Dookie shoot and I'll drain your nuts, and then we'll follow.
Love it. So far, so good. He's asking about on the road. What happens with the ladies? They drain in your nuts. These are just, I thought, common questions, and I thought Tom was using vernacular that, it's right up my alley. And maybe I thought perhaps Druski, being a hip with it cat, would be on board with all of this. So far, he's giggling, he's laughing, he's thinking, Tom, you're a fool. But let's see how it goes from there.
I think they just got to see the show, but it does get intense in the house, man. I think we just know we had a lot of variety of girls and women in the house that were very. The whole situation is very funny, and but yeah, it was times when it got real. But no, I wasn't indulging in any Dookie shooting.
Okay.
Or any coochie cutting.
I mean, this is a surprise to everyone.
I don't think it's a surprise to the black community. I don't think nobody
surprised.
black is doing any Dookie shooting.
Everybody black who knows you is like, he didn't do the Dookie shoot?
No, I don't think anybody would say that watching this.
I kind of think we're going to disagree on that.
I don't know if anybody's asking that, though.
I think you're...
I don't even know what the fuck Dookie shooting is, man.
Man, you'd know. Don't act like this is some slang.
I just never have seen a girl be like, I'm going to shoot Dookie in that. You know what I mean?
Now, listen, I'm not going to cast aspersions because I don't really, and maybe this is just me being an old man at this point, getting to be middle-aged or out of the loop pop culturally. But I got to tell you, folks, and this is no slight on the man, again, not casting aspersions. I don't know much about Druski. But what I do know is he's very popular, and I do know that there have been some instances, I think, where he has been associated with a gentleman who is now in jail, got many accusations, a RICO case against himself, which is crazy. I'm talking about Diddy. Druski and Diddy, evidently, they've crossed paths, according to what I've seen on the internet. And I think this is something that he doesn't enjoy being associated with. And you know what I also know? This is something that's always been age-old and true, tried and true theory. Black guys hate gay stuff. Can't even joke about gay stuff. I'll tell you, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been on stage in a black room. You do a little jokey joke about some gay stuff, and the next thing you know, pearl clutching galore. Oh my goodness, it is wild. And I don't know what that is. It is homophobia to a level of which I can only associate with being gay. Now, that being said, I also have many black friends who fuck girls with their brothers. Like their actual blood. I mean, so it is very strange. Maybe if we have a black gentleman in the chat today, he could tell us what is going on. I thought Dookie shooting was just analingus. That's what, that's what it kind of, I mean, that's part of it, Timo. Dookie shoot is your butthole, and if you get into the Dookie shoot, you could do it orally or you can do it penilely. I don't know if penilely is a word, but I just made that up. If it isn't a word. Analingus is wild. Richard, welcome to the Stink Portal, my friend. Welcome. Analingus is wild. It is maybe one of my most favorite things in the world. Okay, let me just keep going, though. So that being said, my theory is starting to come out that I think Tom was talking about some gay shit. Druski not on board, but I also had the theory that Tom is alluding to perhaps his relationship with Diddy, and he starts to get keen to that. He starts getting hip to that, if you will. And that's why he leaves before it gets to be Diddy questions.
Like, or however you guys go. I've never thought that. I don't.
Are you a big ass guy?
No, well, ass, yes. Asshole?
Yeah.
No.
Because they associate asshole with the dude's asshole. Girls have them too, fella. Come on.
It's just not.
You don't always eat a girl's ass when you're.
Well, it depends on the girl. I think.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's always dependent on, because the bigger the ass, the dirtier the
it can get
situation.
It can get kind of gamey back there. Yeah.
Oh, what a convenient thing. Richard Ford, a new member to our Stink Portal, maybe the newest member to the Stink Portal, a black man who can help us with this. He says, I don't mind gay humor. I grew up around the seasonless, though. So that means he's just, he's cultured in the white world. So being gay is very white. So yeah, no, I can't tell at this juncture if it's strictly just your typical black homophobia thing or if it's avoiding the Diddy question. Again, let's keep going because he hasn't stormed off yet. And I don't know if I would even have called this a storm off. I just feel like it was an abrupt end to the podcast, and I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and hold anyone's feet to the fire necessarily, but if anybody back at the mothership over there in Austin HQ want to go into what occurred once the camera stopped rolling, I'd love to hear it. But again, not holding anyone's feet to the fire. You might have signed something. I don't know.
You think it get kind of what?
Gamey.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, what is this, venison?
You've got to pick your battles.
Yeah.
And I think, the bigger the ass, the bigger the mess. So you just be careful with some of those.
Sure.
But yeah, certain girls, I think that naturally happens. Eating coochie.
Sure.
Yeah. So you've had your fair share of eating coochie and indulging, and it just happens.
Yeah.
Right.
It
The
just
ass
happens.
is right there.
It's right there. Yeah.
And
women don't have a gooch.
Right.
Yeah. It's just there.
Sometimes, though, it's not just right there. Sometimes you go, I have to go fucking miles to find this ass. I mean, I don't understand why the Lord, who created all of us, of course, I don't know why sometimes the two holes could be very close. Almost like, is this one hole? I mean, you are just one small accident away from this being just one big old hole. If you have a baby, God forbid that baby come out of your vagina and create one massive hole. That could be terrifying. But then you go down there and you got a whole fucking palatial estate betwixt your holes here, lady. I mean, I got to call an Uber to get from one to the other. It's wild how we're different like that. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what one means versus the other. Perhaps there's a smarter person in the stink portal who does equate having more real estate betwixt holes to something genetically, something intelligence-wise. I don't know.
A woman that eats your ass is an angel. That's who you've proposed to. If you're out there and you meet a girl and she goes right for your ass, get on your knee and you give her a ring. What?
I wasn't.
What?
So you're one
Druski's starting to get a little. See, this is where I've deterred from my Diddy theory, is that because at first Tom was like, I think you know what was up with the internet, because he's talking about the internet, and blah 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 blah. But now it's just pure homophobia at this point because Tom made the motion of putting something in his ass, even though that something was a woman's face.
You go straight. You're looking for women who eat ass.
I mean, it's a lifelong kind of thing. Where I'll even do the thing where I'll put
there it is.
You know what I mean? I'll step over.
I think we've gone past the limit of this.
That's what did it right there. Him making the motion was too much. He thought he was perhaps putting something phallic, a penis-shaped something or other in his ass with that motion, but it was a woman's face, which could be phallic depending on the nose or what have you.
No, really? I thought we were just.
Now he can't even. Is he looking at this point toward? Is any in the room? And he's like trying to be like, hey, the one guy like me in here. This is crazy, right? Like he's trying to find like-minded individuals to be like, to make eye contact and just know, like, yeah, we're in the same place. This is nuts.
I mean, you grabbed something and went towards your ass. I don't know.
It's the back of someone's head. You know?
Yeah. Come on, Druski.
Yeah. Hey, man. I love doing the show, man.
Bad boy for life.
And now he's doing now Tom's doing the Diddy reference. So now I don't know what's what. I don't know up from down here at this point. Is it Diddy or is it homophobia? Or is it both? Maybe he was at those Diddy things. I'm not saying he was at the Diddy things. But maybe he had some experience with Diddy where he was like, keep that to yourself, Diddy.
Take that. Okay.
And so he gets up here.
Okay.
And that's the show, folks.
So he left. Hey, man, he left. Listen.
At this point, Tom's trying to make an LOL about it. He left. He thinks he's going to come back still, I think.
I'm doing the show, man.
Thanks for coming, man.
I appreciate you, man. This
Okay.
is weird.
Okay.
That got fucking weird, man.
That was perfect.
What the fuck do you mean?
What are you talking about?
What's that shit you talking? You don't just do that with women.
Would take their.
Yeah, you don't fucking do that, man.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, what's he so upset about?
You're a superstar.
All right, no, that doesn't work like that.
That's an Odell move for sure.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's an Odell move. That's what I know what Tom's talking about there. I know what he's talking about. Odell move. So what do we think out there, folks? What are our thoughts? I mean, was it the Diddy stuff? Or was it the pure fact that it got a little too real in terms of the B-hole conversation for Druski? What do we think? I think I need to go watch the episode. Well, I would encourage everyone to go do that. Pleased to be watching all the episodes we cover here on Behind the Jeans. And go back and watch it. And maybe it's something that we have to ruminate on and come back to the table and address down the road. But I thought I'd bring it too light here on Behind the Jeans. I thought I'd get into my theories. And like I said, I don't know, Cougar, I don't know if you wanted to chime in, maybe let us know about something that happened after the camera stopped rolling, if there's anything to report on that. If there's not, so be it. If we got it all, we got it all, and we can move forward. But speaking of black people, oh my Lord, did we have some fun with Pacman Jones in the last couple of weeks? I mean, golly, him being on First Date was like, there's been a long time. I mean, this is talking back when Your Mom's House was still at Tom and Christina's home. I was like, God, you got to get Pacman Jones on. And they didn't really have a lot of times they barely had guests. So I know Tom's like, he plays for at the time he still played for the Bengals. It's like, the guy plays for the Bengals. What's he going to come to my house in LA and do the podcast? I understand, like, logistically, it sounded insane back then, but it was, Tom had a Pacman story that I'm sure you've all heard. If not, go watch his special. I think it was in Mostly Stories or Ball Hog, one of those two. Because that's when I was on the road with him heavily. And he was telling that story, and I was like, God, you got to get I mean, we were both obsessed with Pacman Jones and his various antics. So for him to come into the halls of Your Mom's House Studios is a dream come true for me. And I wasn't even there. But just to watch it and watch the pods, I mean, pure golly. I wish I had like a dream. I had a dream. I'll tell you my dream. I don't mind telling you. I had a dream that I did a sports show with Pacman Jones for Your Mom's House. That was a literal dream I had just this weekend, and I've stopped thinking about it. But I don't even know if Pacman Jones would. I think he would think I was a fucking dork. I don't even know what he would think about me. But we had, with Pacman Jones and Bruce, multiple references to Atlanta strip clubs. So I thought we'd cover both of those and see if we can compare and contrast things like that. So let me get it up here. Oh boy.
This girl wanted to take me to a strip club.
It's not there. Oh.
And I'm like, we can go, but why? And come to find out, she knew all the strip
Here's
clubs.
Bruce, by the way, on First Date, talking about Atlanta having the best strip clubs. And I've heard all the stories, by the way, about Magic City and them having great wings, and people almost going for the wings more than the strippers at the end of the day. The food. I wonder if that's the case with these or not. Let's find out. Let's get into it. Bruce is going to tell us.
I'm like, this ain't right with this one right here. Yeah, I'm saying, no, I'm not cool with this. Because I wanted to strip, but I didn't have the body for it. I was gonna name myself Lemon Pound Cake.
Oh my goodness!
Lemon Pound Cake.
Sounds
Give
delicious.
It to him. Give it to him.
When Bruce was on Danny Brown show, didn't he have like a rapper name too? He has a lot of nicknames for himself. It is weird to me that he has so many names for himself, yet he just made Bruce be his. He could have picked so many names for himself to use all the time. He picked one and used it twice. I thought that was interesting.
But yeah, strip club. And she knew everybody. That bothers me.
How did she know everyone?
I don't know.
Was that her place of work?
No, she didn't work there. And like we go out to eat or something. Like we go.
Melissa says that the nice strip clubs are cap. It's all about the ratchet ones. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree about that. Has to be. But here's the thing. Even the nice ones in Atlanta keep sort of a ratchet flair, if you will, I would imagine.
To just go eat, and it'd be a female waitress, and she'd go like, hi, how are you doing? And she looks her up and down like a dude would. Hi, how are you doing? I'm like, what's up here? What's going on right here? But that was her thing. She was gorgeous though. She was gorgeous, but there was something about her.
Do you think it's weird for like guys and their buddies to go have lunch?
She's saying she was like into chicks because, hey, give me two of those. Geez Louise, that sounds like fun. What's the problem, Bruce?
The strip club?
No, that's the thing. Strip club got the best food. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, right? So, in Atlanta, the strip clubs, some of them have swimming pools in them. Mm-hmm. Some of them have barbershops.
Swimming pools?
Yes. Nail salons.
In a strip club?
Yes. In the South. Yes. And you get there, and they got a full menu. Pepper steak and rice with green beans and mashed sweet potatoes. Oh, yes.
Do you even look at the girls?
Not while we're eating. I'm telling you that now. We're not studying the girls.
Not this lemon pound cake.
And what's crazy, we got her dancing. We might be paying her to dance, but we just paying her to dance. We're eating. You might have steak, baked potato with a salad.
And it's good?
It's excellent. These guys take pride in their cooking. You might have a ribeye with a bone in it. Ribeye bone, big, thick cut.
Yeah.
Nice baked potato, butter, sour cream, and chives. A nice salad, water, iced tea. And most women go to strip clubs just to eat.
My mind is so blown right now.
Yeah.
You know, I used to live in California, and I lived in Covina.
Covina.
Covina, and there was a place that was close by called City of Industry, and I was looking for a job, so I went on Craigslist, and I think I was like 20 or something.
Okay.
I was like pretty young, and there was a place called Cocoon Nightclub, and they were looking for cocktail waitresses, and so I applied, and they were like, and it said that it was a sushi bar.
Okay.
And so I went and I had an interview, but I didn't go in the actual venue. When you go in, there was a staircase to the manager's office.
Were you a stripper or not?
And so I went there, and that's where I had my interview.
Mafia style.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, cool. This is great. I'll be a cocktail waitress here and everything. He's like, okay, come on Friday night, 7:00, and we'll just kind of throw you in. And I was like, okay, cool. And it was a strip club. And it was the first time I had ever been to a strip club, and I just kind of like froze, and I was like, and they had a full-on sushi bar.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like it was a pretty decent job interview for strip club standards. I used to date a girl who she danced a time or two, and she went into one because she's like, I gotta get a different location. She was trying to fill in the rest of the nights of the week, if you will. And she went into one, and they were basically explicitly told her that she was going to have to give hand jobs. And she was like, I'm not giving fucking hand jobs. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. So, I mean, I've heard varying stories of how these conversations and introductory sort of interviews can go in the strip clubs. But that was Bruce last week, of course. And yes, he brought up the food. Magic City being the one, all the football players bring that one up. I mean, do you say Magic City in Atlanta, people think you know a thing or two. I would bet Magic City, out of terms of tourist attractions in Atlanta, probably right up there. I would say top 5 tourist attraction would be Magic City. This week, Pacman Jones, who I love. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear what he says.
Strip club?
Script club.
Script club
probably would be. Yeah, I would say Magic would probably. Cheetahs. I would dumb it down and not go take you all the way into the fire first.
Oh, Magic City's going to be too hardcore, is what he's saying. Golly.
And I would take you to like a more upscale.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't say upscale. I should just say cabaret. That's a better word.
Okay.
And
That's a good word.
Either Magic or Cheetahs first day. You got to go to Magic City or Cheetahs.
Do you go
it's a must.
Do you go to dinner first?
Well, you have dinner there at the strip club.
Oh, what kind of food do they have at the strip?
Oh,
Lobster.
Is it good?
Crab, macaroni and cheese, collard greens,
Really?
lobster.
God, I just want to go to dinner. I would not even give a shit. Honest to God, next time I'm in Atlanta, I am 1,000,000% just going to dinner at Magic City. It sounds so great. I don't care if there's even girls dancing. It's like when my father, I mean, it's not like this at all. It's actually probably the opposite. But my father used to take me to Hooters for every birthday from when I was about 7 years old until I was 14 years old. And boy, oh boy, that wasn't for me. That was for him at the end of the day. I wonder if they can just bring the family in for a dinner at Magic City.
You said that.
I already said that, yeah. What's the other things y'all like to eat? It's not real meat, but it's called something else. What is it called? Lamb chops.
Oh. Lobster.
Yeah, we already said that one. Yeah, but they got, it's
Do they have alcohol?
a lot of it.
Okay.
lot of
but
it.
at the fully nude ones, there's no alcohol, right?
Yes, it is. Where are you from? I'm from Atlanta. You got to come to
Yeah,
Atlanta.
you guys have some crazy strip clubs down there.
Atlanta is a whole lot different.
Yeah.
Like, my first time, me personally going to a strip club was like 15. Because it's more like
Is he saying script club, by the way? Is he not allowed to say? Is that like when the Bloods can't say this? I don't know. I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. Like he sounds like he's saying a different word.
What did you do? Go with
Am I
your
wrong?
mom?
Am I crazy?
no.
I might be
How the fuck are you getting into a strip club at 15?
I've been a superstar since 12,
Damn.
What were you doing at 12?
running football.
Oh my goodness!
Running football.
Wow, you've been
God has been unbelievable.
bougie for a
I've been
long
bougie.
time.
Damn, you sound like somebody else that's telling me that. Bro, you bougie, bro. You don't eat leftovers. I'm like, bro, I've been eating leftovers my whole life, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, I have some questions to ask you.
Oh my God, Pacman Jones. I want to hear him talk. Get him on every single YMH production. I mean, golly, he's just a gem. And think about his life. I mean, he's been so good at football since 12. Oh my Lord, running football. Bro, please. What's wrong? What's wrong with it? What's wrong, DC? I don't want you to be sad anymore. I think it's wild to hear about strip clubs from Pacman Jones. The guy has been through a lot of things, arrested. He's been arrested. I mean, he's been a lot of things. He's got a lot of stories. Why can't we hear about him at the strip club at the end of the day? I thought he would respond in here, but he didn't. Well, Melissa, lookers. Hookers or Lookers? Lookers in Syracuse has filet. Oh, Lookers is a name of a place. It wasn't capitalized, so I wasn't sure if that was a typo. Plus, I'm blind and it looked like Hookers. Lookers in Syracuse has filet tips, chicken Alfredo, and hot fudge sundaes. Yeah, many strip clubs have food, but they're dog shit. Like, there was a place in Buffalo that I'd go to. It had like prime rib. Who's really eating it? You go like prime rib. Yeah, okay, sure. I'm not going to be walking over to the buffet table anytime soon. I'm not really here for that. But these sound like, I mean, we have to do like a pilgrimage there. I'm going to put a GoPro on me or something and we'll get the real. I mean, these sound like these guys wouldn't fuck around with food. Bruce isn't going to lie to you about the quality of food in a place, I think, at the end of the day. Josh has his hookers on the brain. I do, Amber. I'm sorry about that. I saw lookers and it looked like hookers. Nah, I'm telling you, the braised short ribs with mashed potatoes at Hoops in Manhattan is fire. All right, well, there could be more than outside of Atlanta. Maybe they're taking, instruction from the others. Maybe they're like, hey, down in Atlanta, they got this, that, the other thing. It's getting a lot of people in there. I mean, it would be cool if more strip clubs actually went the route of restaurants. All of a sudden, they are Michelin star strip clubs. That would be lit. I would love that. Let's see here. I wanted to get to the cool guys thing, and I accidentally deleted the link off of my browser here. Let me pull it back up for you real quick. Where did it go? What the fuck, dude? I put it right up here, and now it's gone. And it's not even on my list anymore. Oh, there it is. Bah, ha, ha, ha. God, I really have to get better glasses or a light behind me or something. Here we are. Found it. I've got it right here for you. I'm doing it. Here we go. So now we have 3 cool guys here, and I want you to watch them, and perhaps do they make the cut to get on the show? You can help me decide if they're worthy of presenting, perhaps. Or maybe you even found someone outside of these 3 and you're like, hey, I got a guy. If you think these guys are cool guys, wait till you see this fucking guy. Send it into behindthejeansshow@gmail.com. Did you all see that Illinois is trying to legalize prostitution? Finally, a cause I can get behind. It's wild that we're in 2025 and that's like a thing that we're just like kind of like, hey, what do you say? It's just like strange. I don't know. It seems like an Old West topic. But here we go. Let me start with the first cool guy, and then I'll pull it on the screen for you here. We got 3 guys here. We got Rick. We got Gunslinger, a Gunslinger cool guy. We'll just call him the Gunslinger. I don't know. Maybe we'll come up with new nicknames for them after we watch. And also, we have a guy who does cool soda reviews. I think that's what we're going to start with here. Let me make it big, and then I'll pull it up on the screen for you. Ta-da! There he is. Look at this guy. He's got a Sonic shirt. Oh my god, this guy rips, dude.
Hello everyone, I'm Jake going back for another review. This time it's Spice and root beer flavors. The Spice one has 30 calories, no total fat, 20 milligrams of sodium, 10 grams of total carbs, 5 grams of dietary fibers, 5 grams of sugars, 5 grams added sugars, no protein. Natural lemon lime flavor, 0 caffeine, 0 aspartame, and 0 sucralose.
So there you go. You got all the stats on it. He gave you the whole nutrition. I mean, he gave you the whole label there, nutritional facts, if you will, that are on the back of this thing. Now he's going to tell us about this guy here. I like that.
Nutritional facts
Yeah.
is the same as the spice, but let's see about the. Here's the color. Okay, that one's looking like a Sprite.
Sick.
Since this one's a lemon lime soda, we are going to start out with this.
And as a guy with wonky eyes that look all in different directions, like this fella here, I know he's looking right at the camera. I mean, he's looking over here, but he's looking right at you. He's looking into your soul. It actually helps when you're ogling a lady. As a matter of fact, he's over here. He's actually looking down your shirt while he's doing that. So let's get a taste review. I mean, this guy, by the way, this guy fucking rules.
Okay, that one I'm going to have to go for a second time.
Oh yeah, get in there.
Start again.
Well,
Doesn't beat out the other lemon lime flavors, so I say this one is a 3 out of 10 to me. I think you should have put these in the fridge for tomorrow after the root beer flip.
now may I ask a question? And I'm not again judging in any capacity. Does the man have nose hairs or does he have bugs going on? Because I mean, sometimes you drink some. I don't know. I don't. His nose is maybe running. What do you think? What do we got here? We got bugs or nose hairs? That might just be a simple nose hair situation. He's got white nose hairs. It's going gray in the nose hairs first.
Fridge for tomorrow after the root beer flip.
I'm just saying, if you clear your nose, it often helps you taste things, I think. When you're stuffed up, you can't really, you can't, it's harder to taste things. You ever notice that when you have a cold, you can't taste them? I'm thinking maybe he'd have a better time doing a soda review if he were to clear out the nasal passages from whatever that is in there. Spacehead's got a theory. I think those are his front teeth.
Tastes like my kind of root beer. If you know me, guys, I like root beer a lot. I should have left these on the shelf. A 3.1 out of 10.
3.1 out of 10. Man, he did not like that. 3.1 out of 10? Golly, that's low. Just trying to turn it off.
Tomorrow's review. Peace out.
I had for the most part a difficult time hearing or understanding, not hearing, but understanding what he was saying, to be quite honest. But I got the gist of it. He did not like that root beer. And he thinks he should have maybe made the other one colder for the review. So a flawed review, but that doesn't take anything away from how cool this guy is. I like his hair. I like his fucking whole vibe. The Sonic the Hedgehog shirt puts him over the top for me. This is a guy I'd want to go cruising with for some chicks. All right, next up, this guy is a gunslinger cool guy. Now, I don't know if there's anything else, by the way, that you wanted to mention in the Sting Portal about the soda review fella. As someone who knows this guy, I can confirm that he indeed loves root beer. That's a fact. Albert, you know him? Did you send him in? That's the Buffalo Burger guy. Is it the same guy, DC? Is it the same guy? I want a Buffalo Burger. It doesn't seem like the same fella. And maybe his hair is just a little longer to me, or I was just taken aback. Maybe it just is my cool guy showing I was taken aback by the Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. Is it the same guy? It does sound like him now that you bring it up. It does sound like him being like, I like my Buffalo Burger. But this guy was a little more, what's the word, verbose. He had seemingly more of a conversational style than the Buffalo Burger guy. Do we have confirmation that that's the same guy? Maybe Cougar can let us know. But DC seems to think so, and he seems pretty what's the word? Convinced about it. So why don't we come back to that and find out? Gunslinger, cool guy. This guy, now, I love a cool guy with guns. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love a fucking cool guy with guns? Let's see what this guy's all about.
Now, boy, this is C.J. McGillicuddy.
Oops.
Famous gunfighter of the West.
Cool.
Well, where's my hat? Hello, my friends. I just happen to be in a comedic mood. Hope that made you laugh.
Damn, you know what's disappointing about? I like that turns out that he's just a funny guy. I was actually hoping that it was. I mean, he was so convincing as his Old West character that I thought, oh my goodness, is this going to be a real cowboy? Because cowboys are all the rage right now. Yellowstone, Landman. I mean, I thought for sure this guy was going to be some rootin' tootin' cowboy, and then it just turns out he's just he's a jokester. Corey Sanchez, what shape is that guy? I don't know for the record. Refresh the link sheet. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading that. Okay, hold on. We're going to, Cougar threw in the burger guy. So we're going to compare in a second, but let's go through them first. Fucking Bobby says he can smell this video. What does it smell like, do you think? Do you think it smells like saddlewood? What's in there? What scents do you think he's got? You think he's got one of those essential oils humidifier things going? What do you think's in here? Let's see. I think it's cool how many shoulders he has. He has like 8 shoulders. You know, so often guys have like a 6-pack or an 8-pack. This guy's got 6 shoulders going on here. Look at 1, 2, 3. You know, a lot of bigger guys usually have a lot of chins. He has one big chin and a lot of shoulders going on. That's fucking cool right there. He might be jacked under there. I don't know. He doesn't show us the rest of his body. You think he's fat? Or you think he's jacked? I'm not sure. He reminds me of the dude from Roseanne. You talking about John Goodman? He does have a striking John Goodman resemblance, especially in this still that we have of him right now. Maybe he is an actor indeed. Is this John Goodman? Is this what's happened to John Goodman? I don't know. Now I'm confused. John Goodman, I thought, lost a lot of weight. He looks very much older, but this could very well just be John Goodman. His traps have chins. That's a good point, Amber Oakley. Maybe I was misjudging it. His shoulder, maybe he doesn't have multiple shoulders. Maybe his shoulders just have chins. That could very well be too. Corey Sanchez is voting fat. Okay. All right. It's a fat suit, says Corey Sanchez. That would be warm. Maybe it's like one of those Snuggies or something, you know? He's just wrapping himself in something to be warm, to keep. John Goodman is skinny now, I'm pretty sure, says fucking Bobby. Yeah, no, he's old. He's an elderly man. God, I would hope he's skinny. It's like one of those things where, like, you get old and you're not even fat anymore. Your body just is like a raisin, sort of withering away. God, let's watch him again real quick, because this guy, I thought he was an Old West guy at first. I mean, listen how convincing this is. I thought I'm watching Yellowstone here.
Now, boy, this is C.J. McGillicuddy, famous gunfighter of the West. Now, where's my hat? Hello, my friends.
Oh, boy.
I just have...
Look at the paper towels. This is something over here. What's this? What's in this package here? This guy just got so many packages. Doesn't have to open them up or anything. Is that a crock pot? I can't tell what that is.
To be in a comedic mood. Hope that made you laugh.
That was nice. He was trying to make us laugh, though, you know? Sorry for getting the ladies hot and bothered. That's his goon cave, Corey Sanchez says. You think he's gooning in there? I mean, that would be a cool goon cave for sure. Bro's got more neck skin like a scarf, says Albert. Yeah, it's wrapped around there like a boa constrictor, that's for sure. But sorry to get all the ladies hot and bothered with this cool guy, the gunslinger. Next up, before we go back to the first one and compare, because we've got the burger man that DC was talking about. This person, what was this one labeled here? Let me see. Oh, it's Rick. How could I forget Rick? Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Rick.
My name's Rick.
Oh, cool.
I'm looking for a young lady who likes to wear diapers.
Here we go. This is good.
And they can be with me for the rest of my life.
That won't be long. Let's face it. I mean, Rick doesn't look like they're going to have to spend that much time. So, again, not really asking much of an inconvenience. Thank you.
This way won't be long.
Oh, there you just said that.
And I'd like to have a baby by her. I want a kid. I want a baby girl.
Might be too late for that. Oh, it ended. Does he wants the now? I didn't catch. There was a. It was beginning difficult to understand Rick there toward the end of that video. He wanted to meet a woman to spend the rest of his life with. He didn't want that woman to be a baby girl, right? He wanted a regular woman, and then he makes a baby. He wants to have a baby girl. That's what he wanted to. That's what I am hoping he said. Not that he wants to spend the remaining moments of his life with a baby girl. That would be way cooler, if you know what I'm saying. But Rick doesn't have much to live. I didn't think he was going to make it through the end of that video, quite frankly. I thought once he paused there and he started speaking in whispers that was going to be the end of Rick, and he wasn't going to get his wish. I mean, go spend 10 minutes with Rick and you're probably going to fulfill his dreams at the end of the day. Let's watch him again real quick. I want to see if I can discern the end of that and watch as he gets out that hopeless thought of spending his life with a lady. He really just he almost doesn't make it through the video. And I bet he's got that oxygen on because he spent his whole life just drowning in pussy. So he needs that oxygen.
Hello. My name's Rick. I'm looking for a young lady who likes to wear diapers.
Oh, wait. So now that I just heard that part, so he does want a baby girl?
And they can be with me for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
This way won't be long. And I'd like to have a baby by her.
Now that's where I lost him. Does he want to have a baby with her? Is that what he's saying there? I want to have a baby with her? He wants to have a baby with the lady who likes to wear diapers? I'm sure if wherever he goes and gets the oxygen tanks to fill back up into his little tubes there, I bet he can find another lady there who's wearing, maybe she doesn't like to wear them necessarily, but she has to wear the diapers. You know what I'm saying?
I want a kid.
He wants a kid.
I want a baby girl.
Well, that's peculiar. What do you think's over here, by the way? What do you think's up there? You think that's fresh? Whatever the hell that is. He made some fresh melon and he's got it up there on the fridge. What do you think that is there? I don't know. He wants to put a baby next to her. Okay. Interesting. Either way, this guy's not going to last long. That's what I was just asking Melissa. What is behind him? I don't know. Change the channel. You don't like this cool guy. This isn't your favorite. This one's, DC, don't get all Druski on us. That's leftover ramen noodles, says fucking Bobby. I wish I could zoom. I wish I had the capabilities of zoom on this StreamYard thing here so I could go forward there and show you get a little bit closer to it. It does look like old pasta, but would you put pasta up on top of the... I don't know. I'm not a culinary genius. I'm not a guy who... I'm not judging. My fridge is bare. I have Red Bull. I think I have some mushroom chocolates in it. It's really empty. That's why when I lost power, I'm like, oh, the fridge. What do I know? At least I don't have to clean it out. So I'm not like any better than this guy. I don't have pasta in a Tupperware on top of my fridge, though. I bet there's some other wild shit back in this direction behind him here. And I did like the observation that these tubes probably have never been changed. I don't know how often you have to change oxygen tubes. I don't know if, you just settle in, you go, I like this set of tubes. I'm keeping them until they get holes in them. that kind of thing. Maybe that's the route he's going. But nevertheless, go spend time with Rick. The man is not going to be around much longer. You don't have to waste much time in your life. So let's go back to our first gentleman here, where DC claims that this is the same man as the Buffalo Burger. And I wanted we have tape of the Buffalo Burger guy. Here we are. So I'm going to compare and contrast. Just for you, DC, since you've been so unhappy this episode. Let me just pull it up here and make sure I've got the link. All right, see, now I have to pull it up here for you to watch, but let me just... TikTok is the app that we are using to watch him, and it is not cooperating. But let's watch first the original man that we saw today and see if we can get a little taste.
Hello everyone, I'm jiggling back for another review. This time it's Splice, and...
All right, so that was... I don't know what he said his name was. But now let's pull up the Buffalo Burger gentleman for you here. And I'm not going to say one way. I've already looked at it. I'm not going to say one way or the other here. I want the stink portal to be the judge.
Just waiting for my lunch. Just waiting for my lunch. Just waiting for my lunch. I ordered a Buffalo Burger. Yep, a Buffalo Burger. Okay, bye. I'll see you when it gets here. Okay, bye.
So, I mean, unless the man has had drastic plastic surgery of some kind, I mean, they look very different, those men. Definitely not the same guy.
Hello.
Oh, my God, it's going.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
It's just going on its own. This haunted app.
It was yesterday, but I didn't do a video.
You know what stands out to me in that it's not the same guy? Our last gentleman with the sodas didn't have this there. And unless, I mean, I'm sure that's something that can be removed through plastic surgery. If Demi Moore had that on her head, she would walk into a clinic tomorrow and go get it zapped off or what have you. I'm not saying this man, it's his third eye, if you will. But I don't think our last gentleman didn't have that, and our last gentleman didn't have the same type of shape of head. It was a little more drastic. So I'm going to venture to guess it's not the same guy. Maybe they have the same... I don't know. Sometimes you ever meet somebody who talks like your friend. You're like, oh, you talk just like my pal. Maybe that's just the thing that was hearkening back to you. Maybe they're like from the same area. They're from the same region, and they have the same sort of dialect. Maybe that was what had you thinking that they were the same person. It is not. You were very convinced, though, DC, and it is not the same person. But I appreciate you bringing that to our attention so that we can get to the bottom of it. Oh my goodness. Well, to wrap up things today, our last subject is something that's very fun: scenic urinations. Remember piss spots? That guy? He was the man. He would rate piss spots, kind of like our gentleman here rated sodas. And he would, piss in the spot and then tell us, oh, this is a 6 out of 10 piss spot or whatever. Sometimes I think he would just piss into a bottle in an area. Here we have something that's even a little more outdoorsy: scenic piss spots. How interesting is this? Let me see. Let me pull it up here. First one. We got Scenic Piss 1 here. Am I on the screen? Okay, I'm on the screen. Look at this. Was it piss pots or piss spots? I always thought queers for getting stoned in Gaza. He raises an interesting point here. Put it up there. Oh my God, we keep hitting it at the same time. Was it piss spots or piss pots? I always thought it was a missed opportunity not to call it piss pots. But it was, in fact, piss spots, as I recall. Let me see here. What do we got first? Look at that. It's dual dragons. Big waterfall here, and he's peeing right into it. I love that. That's a great pee. I don't know if he rates it, but that's like this would be a 10 out of a 10 pee right here. I mean, golly, what can beat that? That's just the first spot. What would be better? Oh my God, they get better. Oh my goodness, look at this place. Mount Kilimanjaro or something? What is this? Ooh, that's beautiful. What is that? The Tree of Life from Magic Kingdom? Is that what they... Where the hell is this? Narnia? Is this man urinating in Narnia? What in the hell was that? Good God. I'm trying to see what's going on here in the stink portal. Fucking Bobby, stay strong. What are we staying strong from? I missed that part. That's North Korea testing out a new nuke. If that's what North Korea looks like, I mean, we got to invade that place and clean it up so we can go there and visit. That's crazy. Look at this beautiful place. Look at it again. Look at that. What is that over there? A tree? Oh, it looks like a volcano. That's a volcano. My bad. I got to get kind of closer than you guys probably to my screen. I should just plaster the screen to my fucking eyes and just can I just walk around with glasses that are really just blacked out to the world and they're just showing me a screen at this point, for Christ's sake? I mean, what are we doing? It's 2025, for Christ's sake. So it's a volcano and he's peeing and he's got a little eruption of himself down here coming out of his volcano, if you will. But look at how beautiful this is. Oh my Lord. Golly. I do more than pee there, I'll tell you. Let's go to our next one. How can they get any better? Oh my God. Take in the beauty and glory of nature, folks. That's a nice one. I don't know, the last one was crazy. The last one looked like I was in an animation or of some sort. This one just looks like a nice one that you go on like to the Poconos and you can just go do a piss spot. Nah, I've seen Dante's Peak. You gotta run, bruh, not piss. Yeah, fucking Bobby, but he's high up. He was high up. I feel like in Dante's Peak, doesn't it fuck up? I don't know. That seemed like he was far enough away. What a lovely mountain of death. Take pisses, not selfies. That's a great point, Spacehead. Isn't it wonderful that these people looked outwardly instead of inwardly? Instead of taking a selfie in this area, they took a piss. I think that's truly wonderful. Not going to lie, that made me tear up a bit. Beautiful piss spot. It is. Spot, look again. Oh, look at this. The sun setting. Is the sun rising or setting there, you think? What a quiet piss spot, too. Oh, and that looks like a beautiful lake, only polluted with that person's urine at this point. I was going to say that person. I said that person's urine, but it's clearly a guy. We're watching all guys piss. Women can't piss like that, can they? That sucks. That really makes me sad. If you have a vagina, I shouldn't say women. Again, we talked about this at the top of the show. I don't want to misgender anybody. But if you possess a vagina, man or woman, you can't piss in a piss spot like this. You have to just do it, spray it at your feet. That makes me sad. Do we have any others? Oh no, I got to the end. Oh no. Well, that was beautiful. I mean, let's look back at all of them again. I mean, this is just... Think about this. If you have a vagina, you can't do this. Oh my God. That's so high up there, too, with the clouds all low and it's erupting. I mean, God damn, I would pee all over that one. That one's my favorite, hands down. Let's not forget about the waterfall, though. This was good art. This is just a good piece of art because it looks like God is pissing. You see, it looks like this is God's piss spot because the waterfall is so perfect and long. And you're like, hey, look at that. That is God's piss spot right there. And then you do it yourself. You get to piss with God, Blue Dragon style. Beautiful. See, it looks like a little baby version right there. Someone's down at the bottom like, look at the waterfall. Oh my God, there's like a little offshoot one here. And they're like eating it up. Oh my God, beautiful stuff. Thank you, Cougar, for putting those together. And if there's ever any piss spot that you come across out there, please to be filming it and sending it in. Yes, we all teared up from it. Oops, I'm sorry. There are so many more. Oh my God, on that page, did I not have? I mean, they didn't let me do it. It didn't let me go down. Let me see. Maybe I fucked up, which is totally possible. I've only got 3 here, but yes, let's get more, please. Next week, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh, okay. See, I wasn't me, guys. I'm not fucking it up. They're just not in there yet. We'll get to them next week, okay? We'll keep this as a running series. And in the meantime, if you're out there and you're watching, please, if you have a scenic piss spot of your own, send them in behind the jeans show at gmail.com. Here's the email right here for you. I want to bring it up because I want to see these videos. Behind the jeans show at gmail.com. Get your piss spots to us. What do you live by? Anything beautiful? Send them on in. He'll add more next week. Don't worry. The dumpster behind the gay bar in Cuse is my favorite piss spot, says Melissa. Well, you know, if you possess a vagina and you can do it, I mean, please. It's tougher for the vagina possessors out there. I got to imagine. It's got to be a difficult sort of thing to do when you have a vagina. I can't even imagine peeing with one of those things. Just sprays out like it's the fucking extinguisher in a fire, you know, with the thing that's on the ceiling. It just does that. It's crazy. We at least get to shoot a little line. Do women do that? I mean, I don't know. It seems like they just spray everywhere. Cherish every piss spot. It could be your last one. That's true. That's a good point. There's that gender language again. Again, I just said vagina possessors. I didn't do anything. But yes, please send everything and anything to behindthejeansshow at gmail.com, whether it be your piss spot or anything that you want us to cover on the program. Or maybe there's something from the vault going back in time in all the YMH universe. We can pull it out for you and go check it out. I want to thank all the new members. Oh my goodness, we got Aaron Hartshorn, Anna Duff, Richard Ford, Kimberly Smith came in at a certain point here at the last minute. Buzzer beater, Kimberly Smith. Thank you for the super chat. Queers for getting stoned in Gaza. Love you very much. I didn't put Kimberly up on the screen. I will do it right now. There she is. Kimberly Smith, thank you so much for becoming a YMH YouTube member. Anyhow, we'll be back next Wednesday. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern here on Behind the Jeans. Fucking Bobby gifting 5 people memberships. Look at that. As we exit some charitable activity. And if you come in here ever and you don't have your tab open for gifted memberships, make sure you have that open. And maybe you can just get gifted the way fucking Bobby did right now. Making it rain. Thank you so much. Thank you, Space Hat. Thank you, everyone here in the Stink Portal. Captain Savapor, says Corey Sanchez. Love you all very much. We'll be back next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. It is, of course, Behind the Jeans. Love you very much. See ya. Thank you to Cougar. Thank you to everybody.
This is big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.